you.
Thanks.
Hello, I am Sage Paul, Artistic Director of Indigenous Fashion Week Toronto. IFWTO Online would not have happened without the entire team who poured their hearts, expertise, and time into creating this year's festival for the artists and designers in our community. We cannot close out the week without recognizing those individuals and their contributions. I would be remiss to not first address our mistakes. In producing a festival under any circumstance, mistakes will happen, but it is important we learn from it and make changes to ensure it doesn't happen again. Firstly, you will see in tonight's Runway film presentation the name Mariana Medean Canelis. Mariana is the rehearsal director for the films and a confidant and lifelong artistic collaborator of Electric Moose, the choreographic storyteller for the Runway films. I'm sure we can all agree that their work together has transformed how we experience the performance narrative of fashion. Mariana was mistakenly left out of the original credits of the films. This should not have happened. We extend our sincerest apologies to Mariana for this and our heartfelt thanks for her work on this year's IFWTO. The credits will be fixed for all archived films, which will be available on all our digital platforms. You can also read Mariana's biography on our website at ifwtoronto.com/IFWTO-2020-team. Secondly, there were several credit listing errors of the models and dancers. Models and dancers play an integral role for any performance, including in fashion. In fashion, they are the face and body with which you experience and understand the expression of the collections. In a film-produced work, those performers undertake rigorous movement and rehearsals, and they do so gracefully. There were 4 models left out of the credits in error: Aria Evans, Dory Tunstall, Serene Carson Fox, and Teresa Cutknife. Again, this should not have happened, and we are remorseful of this mistake. These 4 individuals are pillars in our community, and I know many of you are familiar with the impacts they are making in the arts, in design, and for social justice. It is our greatest honor to have them as part of the Runway films. I extend a heartfelt apology for the error and thank you for your vital contributions. The third error were titles and credits in our intro and outro videos. Jennifer Kreisberg, whose angelic voice you heard before and after each event, were mistakenly omitted until day 3 of the festival. Also, Jamie Campbell of White Otter Design was accredited as a Master Navajo Weaver in the beading panel she was just a part of. She is actually a bead artist and a highly skilled one. The Master Navajo Weaver is Barbara Teller Ornelas, who joined us earlier this week to discuss symbols, materials, and colors. Again, these errors will be fixed in all archival videos made publicly available. We are working closely with our team to make the necessary changes for positive and generative growth. Perhaps you have not had a chance to check out our website to meet our team, so I'm going to take this moment to introduce them to you. It takes a community to make anything happen. It should be known how tirelessly everyone committed to making Indigenous Fashion Week Toronto what it is. Our festival production team keeps the gears moving. All the behind the scenes coordination, execution, and fine details are because of them. Scheduling, obtaining biographies, disseminating information, tracking details, and creating numerous spreadsheets so we can get to this point is because of them. Candace Scott Moore, our virtual stage manager, technical direction by Lindsay Sarazin and his team at Wolf Eye Productions, Leslie McHugh, marketplace coordinator, Christy Ann Inglace, festival assistant, Nadia Kwanda Benz, behind the scenes photographer, headshot photographer, and the creator of the DIY product photography videos shared with all programmed artists. And the opening and closing music you hear in the countdown to each event in the credits is by Chris Dirksen, featuring Jennifer Kreisberg. In media and industry, the team supports the increased visibility of and connections made with Indigenous creators in fashion, craft, and textiles. For the second year in a row, our media coverage has been incredible because of our publicist, Damian Nelson from Want and Able Consulting. For the first time, we worked with Sarah J., our industry liaison, who coordinated our industry series, which connects Indigenous artists and designers with fashion, arts, and cultural sector leaders. Our festival design is brought to you by Terry Lau and his team at Beehive Design, Nadia Kwanda-Benz, our photographer, Rosary Spence, the model, Summer Faith Garcia, who did the makeup and was executed by Endea Laramie, Israel Garcia, our hairstylist, Scott Wabino and Claudia Skunk, who did the wardrobe styling, and including wardrobe from Evan Ducharme, Maru Creations, Pacha Arts, and Celeste Pedri Spade. Thank you also to Lucky Bromehead, Bert Whitecrow, and Hip Vu for being on the journey with us to realize this year's campaign. Our artistic team, who has and continues to create this incredible programming for you, includes Lisa Myers, co-curator for the exhibition A Thread That Never Breaks, which opens virtually January 2021. Ska Winati and her team at Abtech have joined the virtual manifestation for this exhibition. The Runway Selections Committee, including Melanie Egan and Rayanne Chartrand, and Zena Cowan, the Marketplace Selections Committee member, and Jean Marshall, the programmer curator of the Northwestern Ontario Spotlight for our Marketplace. The number of people who came together from fashion, film, theater, dance, and music to make the Runway films happen makes me speechless. Producing a festival or a film during COVID restrictions is especially trying. The team includes the models and dancers who joined us and learned their choreography in a day with rehearsal director Mariana Medeyan Canellis and choreographic storyteller Electric Moose. They are stellar, committed performers, including Aria Evans, Bert Whitecrow, Billy Morasti, Breffney Caribou, Brendan Chandler, Brianna Olston, Constance White, Daniel Ellis, Dory Tunstall, Faye Mullen, Jocelyn Eliza, Kylie May, Kitsune Soleil, Lucas Morasti, or Soul, Margarita Peggy Soria, Nanook For Real, Serene Carson Fox, Sarita Hector, Taya Windancer, and Teresa Cutknife. The key artistic team who created all the visuals, sound, and movement you see in the films include Shane Belcourt, film director, Electric Moose, choreographic storytelling, director of original music composition by Chris Dirksen and her team of guest musicians, including Kinney Starr, Lakaluke Williamson Bethery, Christine Tutu, and Jennifer Kreisberg. Lighting design by Michelle Ramsey, set design by Robin Fisher, makeup artist Summer Faith Garcia, and our hairstylist Israel Garcia. Once the vision for the films is laid out, then we go into production and post-production. The team further included camera operator John Elliott, Francis La Liberté, editor, Candace Scott Moore, assistant director, Liam Colburn, wardrobe and runway coordinator, Philippe Restrepo, assistant wardrobe coordinator, Andea Laramie, hair and makeup set supervisor, Adam Phipps, who is the camera operator, post-production supervisor, assistant editor, and the on-set DM, Brendan Kleiman, our set builder, Nadia Kwandabens, our set photographer, Heather Kirby, who did sound mastering, craft services by Chef Joseph Shawana, and transportation by Leslie McHugh and Lindy Kino-Shamig, and to the Harborfront Center Theater crew. On behalf of the IFWTO collective, we feel eternal gratitude that we have been able to create this space together, and we look forward to many, many years to come. Thank you from the bottom of our heart. Enjoy tonight's show.